After a couple days of heavy rain, we've got some snow chances on the way. I'm 5 News Chief Meteorologist Matt Standridge. Some parts of central and western Arkansas picked up over 4, 5, or 6 inches of rainfall for the past 48 hours. The heavy rain is pushing out. You can see the bulk of it's in Mississippi and Louisiana pressing east, and also some decent rain across Kansas and Missouri. On the backside, we've got some snow mixing in across parts of Oklahoma as temperatures have gotten closer to 33, 32 right around Oklahoma City. This batch of snow that you see is moving eastbound. It will probably shrink as it moves east, but we've got some mist tonight in northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. There could be a few snowflakes that mix in, but we're really keeping our eyes towards this next storm system. See this cold front over the Rockies, low pressure just outside of Rapid City. That thing comes in Friday, and it gives us a chance for maybe some accumulating snow, especially in northwest Arkansas, parts of northeast Oklahoma, and really for the higher terrain. But maybe even Fayetteville, Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, there could be a little bit of snow, especially on grassy surfaces. We're going to talk more about that coming up in just a moment. Right now, we've got some snow coming in tonight, but you do see over time that it does get a little bit weaker. When you head eastbound, we've got temperatures in the 40s right where that front is. And so, yes, the front is coming on through, but some of the rain's kind of wrapping up pretty quickly. And so we'll see. But there is a chance for a few snowflakes crossing the state line tonight. Shouldn't be a huge deal for us. And temperatures will probably not go too much below freezing over tonight. So there could be a stray slick spot on a bridge or overpass, but we're not going to see what we've seen so far this winter in some of the bigger snow events that we've had. But this storm system, this one's interesting. You see that colder air coming in. But the thing is, we've got a lot of moisture return from the Gulf. So as this colder air comes in, it's going to use some of that. And some of the snow showers that you see may get a little bit bigger as this storm system approaches Friday morning. So what's next? We've got some mist tonight. It's kind of dreary outside. We've got very low clouds. A few of us may even see a stray snowflake. We'll watch that. You'll want to tune in tomorrow morning with meteorologist Zach Scott, see if anything really materializes out of this. This is kind of weak, but we'll watch this. Tomorrow looks fantastic, though. Once we get after sunrise, we've got a lot of sunshine to talk about, and maybe temperatures in the 50s. Really nice Thursday on the way. By Friday, different story. That system comes in. We've got a wintry mix. Better chances for snow in northwest Arkansas, and then higher terrain areas of the Boston Mountains and in the Ouachitas. You're talking about even the northern fringes. You go to Poto Mountain, Sugarloaf, Kavanaugh, Mount Magazine, Blue Mountain. We could be watching for some snow that could be on the way. Here's taking a look across the whole state. You go from Little Rock, south or east, this isn't a snow for us. Conway even, we're not included. You have to go west, you have to go north. In the River Valley, very interesting, always very tricky with the lower elevations. Lower elevations likely to stay warmer, temperatures in the 40s. However, the light blue area shows you places where we could try to hit 36, 37. At that point, we've got snow coming down. We've got that pocket that's above freezing where we live. And as that snowflake comes in, some of them may melt, and then some of them may hold on for dear life. If that happens, we'll have some snowflakes flying around parts of Poto and Waldron, maybe even just south of Greenwood, Mansfield, Hartford, Logan County. Some of us in around Boonville, mainly south of Paris, so Mount Magazine we could get a little bit. So, but the light blue area shows you places that we think there could be some flurries. The darker blue show you places where we could get some accumulations. That medium blue, closer to that royal blue for parts of Benton County, Washington County, and the rest of northwest Arkansas. There may be some accumulation on some grassy surfaces. Roads are tricky because most of the time they should be above freezing. We'll watch for that, but right now it does mainly look like the roads would be just kind of on the wet side, and the storm system kind of looks wet overall. There might be once again, a higher water content with some of this snow. That means it's a little bit wetter, it's a little bit heavier. A quick burst coming in. Grassy surfaces would be the ones to get a little bit accumulation. But this dark blue area, I mean, we're talking high up though in the mountains. There's a great chance for some snow on the way, maybe even a couple inches. And even the roads higher up could try to get a little bit slick, and some of the bridges as you get higher in the terrain. But we'll watch. Quick burst coming up Friday morning. Here's a closer look. You've really got to go to the northwestern corner of the state. Boston Mountains, maybe even north to Bella Vista, a decent chance for some snow on some grassy surfaces, maybe some trees. And this is if temperatures can drop to 36, 37. If we're holding at 38, 39, forget about it. Most of the time it's just going to be some rain coming in for Friday morning. And it's an overall kind of weak system. It's just a quick burst in the morning that could take place. The problem is the timing. The timing is right around the morning commute. Kids headed to school, you're headed to work. Something we got to watch out for. Thursday looks sunny, but by Thursday night, we could have some light rain starting to move in. And then Friday morning, that's when we have to watch. Temperatures starting to get colder. Notice we've got the 30s across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. We've got those 40s, so we're safe with the snow for a while in the River Valley. Temperatures too warm, rain on the way. You go north, that's what we'll watch for some of that mix. We go later into the morning, temperatures now in that safe zone. Yeah, technically you are above freezing, but at 34, you're fine. With this kind of storm system that's coming in, the snow is falling. It's able to break through even temperatures that are above freezing because it's not very big. You know, a couple hundred feet, you're well below freezing already in northwest Arkansas. That snowflake can survive a couple hundred feet above freezing. So bursts of snow possible 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. River Valley, we're watching temperatures get colder. You see some of the pink showing up on the map. What that's trying to tell you is that higher elevations could get some snow. Remember the last time in Logan County, we got some snow, but then all of a sudden Mount Magazine had 16 inches. Same kind of story could be possible. Maybe not 16 inches, but higher up you go, better chances for some snow. Later in the morning, 8 o'clock, still some light snow across northwest Arkansas. That burst really heads into the mountains though. And then maybe in the River Valley, we start seeing better chances for a few snowflakes mixing in as we get temperatures a bit cooler. By lunchtime, we wrap this thing up. You're going to see temperatures start to go back up. We may still have some flurries in northwest Arkansas. In the River Valley, it's so hit or miss. In these types of situations, what we've seen a lot of times is parts of Sequoyah County and LaFleur County, pockets across the two counties can get colder. We may see some snow. But once you cross the state line, you've got to get into some higher terrain areas. Parts of southern Sebastian County. We'll watch for you guys, Scott County too, and parts of Logan County. Close to the Arkansas River, that's where we'll be a little bit warmer. This probably won't be our snow. But we'll watch. If we can get temperatures even a couple degrees colder, things may change. But this thing's out of here by the afternoon, and we could get a little bit of sun later in the day. Sun sets in that western sky, so you may see the sun kind of breaking up there towards the west. Something to watch. How will the roads be? Biggest question we get. It's the hardest question that you guys ask too. Here's our best guess. With those flurries possible, maybe a few bursts of snow. I think this video, we shot this video actually a couple years ago. We were going up I-49 in the night. Snow is coming down. This is very similar to what we may see. Look how the road's wet, but then you get off the road and that's where you have a little bit of snow. This may be what happens. However, bridges and overpasses, they can get slick. Most of the accumulations will be on colder surfaces. So your car, your mailbox, maybe some roofs, and then your grassy surfaces. Your lawn could get a little bit of light snow. How much? We're going to let you know coming up as we get closer to the storm what we think. But for now, just light accumulations possible. Best chances will be the farther north you go, but not too far north. If you get too far into Missouri, there won't be enough moisture. But mainly northwest Arkansas and then in the mountains, best chance. But even some higher elevations in the River Valley could get a little bit of snow. If anything does fall, it's not going to last very long. We've got temperatures rebounding well above freezing later into the afternoon, maybe a little sun. This weekend, we've got a lot of sun and temperatures back in the 50s. So anything that does take place won't last long. The problem is just during that morning commute. So we'll watch. More rain next week. Valentine's Day looks kind of soaked for us. We'll talk about it as we get closer. At least temperatures are a little bit cooler. So severe weather chances aren't so high. Maybe just another rain, kind of like what we just had. Hopefully not as much. We got soaked. We have had all the rain that we need for February already take place. In the River Valley, we've got rain coming in, maybe a few snowflakes mixing in. We'll fine tune this forecast as we get closer, but yes, there are some wintry chances coming up for Friday. We're borderline with those temperatures though, so a lot of folks are gonna get different things. Even 10 miles down the road, someone's gonna get something completely different than what you got in your neighborhood.